I'm here to talk to you today as someone who considers themselves an expert in the gut microbiome. And in fact, I became an expert in the gut microbiome because I had a lot of problems. Throughout my entire life, I was on antibiotics every single month of my life from chronic ear infections as a kid. And then I was in a wheelchair at age 7 because they thought that I had leukemia. But luckily, I only had osteomyelitis. And after the bone marrow biopsy showed that, I was on intravenous antibiotics, which is far more intense than oral antibiotics. And I talk about this because when you take antibiotics, it really disrupts your gut microbiome. And what is your gut microbiome? It's your belly. And it's like behind your belly button, above your belly button, all around your belly button, and below. And so this is where your entire health lies. And I just didn't understand that.
We noticed that 79.2% of you are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come subscribe. We give you 5 days a week of free weight loss advice. And I mean, come on. It's a pretty cool vibe over here. So I'd love it if you'd come join. We really appreciate all of your support. So please don't forget to subscribe.
I had so many health problems, including weight gain, chronic inflammation, chronic pain. I had constipation, diarrhea, and the most challenging symptom were my skin issues. I had terrible acne and rosacea, rashes all over my body. And Western medicine just didn't really have solutions that were working for me. And in fact, my search became so far and so wide and so long that I got a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and I traveled all over the world studying food as medicine. And what I realized was that the traditional way of healing is what actually worked to heal my gut microbiome. And bonus, I lost a lot of weight. And the more I dived in and the more I followed through and the more I tested on myself, the more truth I realized was in this formula. And that's why in our program we have a gut microbiome focus. We have a gut microbiome course because today there are so many disruptors in the environment for our gut microbiome, including microplastics. I know that's in the news a lot these days. There's a lot of herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, all of which are affecting your gut microbiome. Because guess what? Your brain and your gut are completely connected. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I also study the gut microbiome as it relates to nutritional psychology because there is such a strong connection in the gut-brain axis between your belly and your brain. So when Penelope was 320 pounds, my daughter, and she was stuffing her face with junk food all day, my heart was just in panic.
And you guys, I was inflamed every day. I was exhausted every day. I was bloated every day. I was inflamed. And I had no idea why. And I didn't know that it was because I was feeding my gut processed food, ultra processed food, junk food, fried food, bad oils, seed oils, red dye, all of the things, flour, sugar. And then you taught me something amazing. 30 different types of fiber per week can help all of that go away and help you with weight loss and having more energy.
It does. It's almost too simple. It's like what I know my mom told me to eat my vegetables and fruits, but is that too simple? Well, I'm here to tell you that you design your health, you design your life, and you design your gut microbiome. What we don't realize is that there are good guys in our gut and there are bad guys in our gut. And the good guys feed off of the fruits and vegetables, the fiber in the fruits and vegetables. So if you really want to rebuild your gut microbiome, you start eating more fruits and vegetables. Let's say this is your plate, right? You want vegetables to take up 75% of your plate. And if that just seems like yuck, gross, no way, go to our Substack, start looking at our recipes. We give some away for free. You can pay $8 a month or, we'll give them to you. We give them to you. Go to our Instagram. We give them to you. There are so many options. Like if you and I were just talking about broccoli, I would give you 1,500 ideas on what you could do with broccoli. In fact, I love broccoli and it's in season, so why not? Did you know that 90% of your serotonin, which is your feel-good chemical, is made in your gut microbiome? I mean, if you want to feel good, I don't know who doesn't want to feel good.
I don't know anyone that doesn't want to feel good.
I don't want to be fat, sick, and tired. I don't think you do either. So there's something you can do about it. And you probably didn't realize that the food you were eating was directly impacting your gut. This is new science, relatively. It's not necessarily being taught in medical schools yet. So in order for you to take full responsibility for your health and your life and your future, you are going to have to take matters into your own hands. I just don't see any harm in eating fruits and vegetables, especially if they're raised, as organically as possible and they're ripe in season and local. I mean, bananas most likely in the United States are not local unless you live in Florida. So just note to self, that's really important for you to take into consideration.
I really want you to talk about fermented foods because I know that if you're watching this and you're trying to lose weight, you might not be ready for the step of fermented foods, but you also may really be. I notice a lot of people who struggle with weight tend to be major foodies and super into sprouting grains. Some of the most overweight people I know are the most educated in the health field.
100%. It's true, Penelope. It's always shocking, isn't it?
So we're making yogurt at home, Mom. We're sprouting our grains in whey, and
Well, I
we're
just want to go over what a fermented food is, because not everybody knows. So a fermented food is a food that has been fermented, right? That means like kind of sounds gross, right? When you think about like leaving chopped cabbage on the countertop for 7 to 14 days in some sea salt and water, like that just sounds kind of gross, right? But believe it or not, it was a great way that cultures have preserved food, so they would have vegetables during the wintertime. So this is a nourishing tradition that every culture throughout time, all throughout Europe, Russia, Asia, China, like India, like every culture that we know of, thousands of years has been fermenting their food naturally with sea salt. Now this is different than sauerkraut that you get at the grocery store that's made with vinegar and sugar, okay? This is different than the bread and butter pickles. So a naturally fermented food are ones that you can find in the grocery store, way cheaper to make yourself. There are also fermented sodas you can drink. And like you said, Penelope, there's fermented dairy products, which are actually considered one of the healthiest foods to eat if you can tolerate dairy products. Even if you can't tolerate dairy products, sometimes you can tolerate yogurt.
I noticed a lot of you guys are interested in our kefir soda. A lot of you guys are messaging me about it, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's really fun. That's really fun. I mean, seriously, stop drinking fruit juice right now and start putting a little powder in it, letting that get bubbly, and then you have an amazing fermented beverage that's going to go and reinforce those good guys. So you've got a defense army, because when your gut is strong, you will not get sick as often. When your gut is strong, you will not have loose skin. When your gut is strong, you will not have cravings anymore. When your gut is strong, you will not be depressed anymore or anxious. The cascade. Now, here on the other side of the argument is that GLP-1s, Ozempic and Wegovy, they can destroy your gut to the point that people are starting to have their colons removed.
So if you're on a GLP-1 and you're feeling a little worried or a little unsure, we help women titrate off of GLP-1s every single day. We have women coming to us who are injured from Ozempic, who are trying to get off of these GLP-1 agonists. We have women coming to us titrating off of these drugs, so we can help you. And we have a 30-day reset, which might be something you really need right now, because we talk about the gut microbiome. We help you detox off of sugar, flour, ultra-processed foods, and we teach you how to make amazing food in your kitchen so that you can have forever weight loss. Do you want forever weight loss? Because that's what we have, and we want that for you guys. So click the link down below to join our 30-day reset challenge. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow us on all of the social medias. Subscribe to our Substack, because it's the best way you can support our work and our mission to help as many women as possible.
What I didn't get to in this video, and we will in a subsequent video, is the bad guys. We talked a lot about the good guys in this video, but I'm here to tell you that when you feed your body sugar, junk food, ultra-processed foods, cakes, candies, pastries, muffins from the grocery store, all of those foods that are found in a box, easily accessible, inexpensive, you are feeding the bad guys in your gut. So that's either the good news or the bad news for you today. But either you now are empowered to make different choices when you spend money, when you go to the grocery store, and when you choose what you're going to eat the next time hunger comes around. How are you going to meet your hunger? And I hope that you'll do it with integrity and with thoughtfulness and with health in mind, because there is just nothing more important.